The Climate Action Reserve is the most experienced and trusted offset registry to serve the carbon markets. As more organizations look to combat climate change and support environmental projects with true integrity, they turn to the reserve to foster real solutions and reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. Through Carbon Connection, the Reserve's in-house experts will explore our high-quality standards for carbon offset projects and discuss climate change practices that benefit economies, ecosystems, and society. Thank you for joining. Hi, my name is Lauren Wilson, and welcome to our next episode of Carbon Connection, hosted by Climate Action Reserve. Today, we are going back to the basics as I introduce a few key terms and topics critical to the reserve as well as the carbon market. In this episode, I will be covering the core tenets of the Climate Action Reserve program, which are the principles that guide our programming. Thanks for tuning in to learn more. Now, when you're looking to purchase or retire offsets, always make sure the registry that issued them operates on core principles that ensure only high-quality offsets are issued. The Reserve's program rules and procedures, eligibility criteria, and quantification and verification protocols are designed to ensure that greenhouse gas emissions reductions certified by the Reserve are real. Real emissions reductions must actually happen. Estimated greenhouse gas reductions should not be an artifact of incomplete or inaccurate emissions accounting. They also cannot be exaggerated, providing credit for reductions that didn't actually happen. Methods for quantifying emission reductions should be conservative to avoid overstating a project's effects. The effects of a project on greenhouse gas emissions must be comprehensively accounted for, including unattended effects, which are often referred to as leakage. Emissions reductions certified by the Reserve are additional. Greenhouse gas reductions must be additional to any that would have occurred in the absence of the Climate Action Reserve or of a market for greenhouse gas reductions generally. Business as usual reductions, or those that would occur in the absence of a greenhouse gas reduction market, should not be eligible for registration. Emissions reductions certified by the Reserve are permanent. So in order to function as offsets to greenhouse gas emissions, greenhouse gas reductions must effectively be permanent. This means, in general, that any net reversal in greenhouse gas reductions used to offset emissions must be fully accounted for and compensated through the achievement of additional reductions. Emissions reductions certified by the Reserve are verified. So activities that sequester or reduce greenhouse gas emissions must be verified in order to be registered as offset projects within the Reserve. Verification must be completed by third parties, called verification bodies, which review monitoring data for a project to ensure the data are complete and accurate. Verification bodies must complete training and pass tests administered by the Reserve in order to verify projects under the program. Lastly, emissions reductions certified by the Reserve must be owned unambiguously. No parties other than the registered project developer must be able to claim ownership of the greenhouse gas reductions. In addition to the core tenets mentioned, the Reserve strives to ensure that the offset projects it registers are not harmful. Project activities should not cause or contribute to negative social, economic, or environmental outcomes, and ideally should result in benefits beyond climate change mitigation. Projects are encouraged to identify, measure, and report on any non-greenhouse gas benefits of the project activities, such as alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals or other identified co-benefits. Finally, the Reserve strives for practicality by integrating rigorous requirements with time and cost minimizing steps for project developers. Practicality involves alleviating potential barriers to greenhouse gas project implementation without compromising credibility. That's all I have for you for this episode. Thanks for tuning in to learn more about Climate Action Reserve's core tenets of our program, and I'll see you next time.